Hey, everybody, and welcome. Welcome. Boy, am I late. So, tonight, what do we got on the docket? I gotta be kind of fast here. It's sort of a simple stream, especially after last time we kind of broke our molds a little bit and did something wildly different. Still Half-Life related, though. But today we're doing a little Minecraft. We're gonna see what we can do about that base interior we need to work on, and then after that, we're gonna go over to some House Flipper and do a little other interior design and keep those juices a-flowing. So, that's what we got going on for tonight's stream. I wanted to work on shop today, for the server, but I still haven't sat down and figured out what I wanted to do design-wise for that, and I hate to just completely wing it on something like that, because I don't want it to end up looking bad. But that's what we're looking at. So let's skedaddle on over to our in-game screen, and we'll play a video game. If you could imagine that we'd be playing a video game today. Live on Twitch? Who could have guessed? I don't want to resize this window. Alright, multiplayer, and we're gonna bop on over. Well, first things first, we're gonna turn these jams down a hair, because they are just a little loud. Oh, well, this song's already fading out, so that's not going to be a great measure on how we're doing. Let's get in there. Uh-oh. Is Minecraft sound not working? Are we missing a craftable noise? No, we got sound. Okay, so here's my predicament, if you could call it that. Snoopy Gamer Online. Here's my predicament. We've got this beautiful exterior here, this little, like, rundown, not so hot looking base, right? Little, like, warehouse type deal. But what's going on inside? Nothing. Nothing to an extravagant degree. A whole lot of nothing, you might say. And so, what I want to do about that is I want to start working on it today. I don't know how much of it will get done. I really don't. But I want to do a few things. This main area, I don't have a lot of ideas for. I want to include some barrels in each corner of the room, just kind of stacked up, mostly as decoration, but also as our storage system, so that I don't actually have to worry about sorting anything with, like, redstone or anything like that. Because, oh gosh, nobody wants a rat in the wires. So, other than that, though, what else do we have in store, you might ask? So, even though I don't really have much of an idea for this main room, I do have ideas for this area over here, overlooking the water, and that area over there. First off, this little side section I want to make into a little office area. Mostly as, like, a decorative room, but also if I have like, other members of the server over for a little chat, a little discussion, I can tell them to, you know, swing on into my office. Go have a meeting with me, why don't you? And I can sit down with them here, and we can discuss things over this lovely little view we have of the sunset. And that's what I'm planning here. Maybe like a desk, or maybe a filing cabinet of some kind in the corner. Some kind of nice, comfy chairs for me and whoever may be present. Of course, like, it's very shady, and I like that. I like how, like, shady and, like semi-reputable it is, in just that, like, this place is run down. This isn't the place that any honorable businessman would be making a deal, and I feel like that's gonna add to the vibe of me being a little sneaky little rat guy. So, over here, we haven't built ourselves a house, but we've built ourselves sort of a base of operations. So, as much as we've got, like, an office space and, like, a main warehouse floor here, we also have this section over here, which I will be converting into sort of a living quarters. I want to keep, like, a bed and a couple, like, private chests, you know, so that I can keep some of my more intricate belongings. I don't know, a little bit of decoration in here too. It's not gonna be all utility, but, like, this is probably where I'm gonna end up putting, like, my furnaces and my stone cutters and, like, all the stuff I have out there on my lawn currently, just so it's out of the way of this main room, because this main room, outside of, like, the storage functionality, is gonna be, like, all flash, all like, well, flash might not be the right word, because, like, flash implies that it's gonna be pretty in one way or another. And I guess it'll have its own sort of rustic beauty about it, but like that's certainly not what I'm going for here. But no, yeah, living quarters on this side, I'm pretty sure, because you might be wondering, like, what's the deciding factor on this side being the office? Well, simply the view of, like, this nice little flat area. You don't get to see much of it because the server's render distance is a little down. But, like, from over here, it looks nice. It looks nice because you get a nice little outlook on the village, which I think is still, despite being in the process of being, like, torn down and completely renovated, is still a nice look at. You get these, like, sick plains out here, which I'll eventually be putting more builds in. I've been working kind of slow up to this point. And I wanna really, like, I feel like once this project is done and knocked out of the park, we'll really be able to move on to, like, properly doing stuff. So first things first, I'm gonna wanna get walls in here and here. And I guess I'm gonna do those out of brick to match the rest of these interior walls. Which won't be a huge deal. We should have plenty, and I mean plenty, of brick left over. Oh. Oh, one brick. Oh, we got bricks. We got bricks. We have one brick block, but we got bricks. And we got brick slabs to start on slabbing the other side of these, like, sort of slot windows that we have at the top. So we need 4, 8, 12 of those, and we have how many? We have 6. So we're gonna want to craft these into more bricks. Hey, and when you look at that, well over a stack. What do we got in these furnaces? Nothing. All right, stone cutter to my rescue. We're gonna make 2, 4, 6 of these, and then we're gonna keep the rest to ourselves, just so we have them. And we're gonna take them like so, and we're gonna use them on this other side. So let's make our way over to said other side. And the view's kind of lackluster on this side. You can tell based on the fact that it just faces this hill and these cows, and on this side it's facing directly into, like, trees and another hill. And, like, on this side, yeah, you get this view of the village, but it's semi-blocked by, like, this tree here and all this stuff. I gotta do some landscaping, but I think I might handle most of that off-stream. That seems sort of like an off-stream task to me. Alright, I keep wandering around and talking about things. It's time we actually get to work. So I want to first climb up. I should probably climb up the middle, huh? What you think? Yeah, climbing up the middle seems like the way to go. Because then I can get in and put these slabs down on this side. Where are my slabs? There they are. Go ahead and put them in like this. Those are on the bottom half, right? Yeah, it sees right through. Okay. And then we only have to make a couple blocks over. And now we can fill in the rest. Same with this side. We should be able to get kind of close. Ugh, excuse me. We should be able to get kind of close without having to actually break anything here. Alright, there we go. And that's that slabbed over. Took us 2 seconds to finish the job we couldn't last stream. Because I thought we were out of materials is the problem, you see. So I didn't bother to finish that. Because I thought we were running a little lower than we were. We might be running low after this. But this'll be fine. This'll be alright. We can do this. So, you know, funny story about stone bricks. After I just broke those, I got reminded. This might have been a real feature at some point, but I remember being told at a very young age someday that, like, all right, where are we putting this door? I'm thinking we put the doors to one side. Like, I'm gonna put these doors here, and then I'll have, like, a little window in, maybe. But no, when I was a kid, I got told that, like, oh, yeah, to make cracked stone bricks, you place stone bricks, and then you break them, and they become cracked. You know how, like, cobblestone works from stone. And I believed it. I believed it wholesale the first time I heard that. And it's just, I tried it out when I got home. Like, next opportunity I had, I tried out breaking the stone bricks to get cracked stone bricks. I think it was because there was no way to get cracked stone bricks at the time. But I tried it out, and it didn't work. And instead of... Ooh, that's going to be unfortunate placement once a door is in, so I'm going to steal that off the ground there, just so it's not interfering with us being able to use the door. But I tried it out, and instead of feeling like it I'm building this 1 block inward. And instead of feeling like an idiot for having, like, been duped like that, I instead took that knowledge and like, held it very firmly in the back of my head. And, like, for some reason, like, to this day, I still can't, like, break stone bricks without immediately thinking, oh no, I'm gonna end up with cracked ones, and then I'm gonna have to make a new stone brick for this part, you know? It's very much just a resource management issue. Speaking of resource management, we've just run out of bricks. I was very much hoping that we could kind of, like, skim by here with, like, a minimal amount of effort and not really have to worry about it. So I don't know how I'm going to achieve this, but I want to have sort of like a blinds effect over these windows. Like, I want them to be like office windows where it's like a nice sheet of glass and it's got blinds behind it that you can like see slotted through. But I don't know just how we're going to achieve that yet. Maybe I'll have to resort to slabs. If I have to resort to slabs, I probably won't commit. I could probably use trapdoors one way or another. That's what I'm thinking, is like trapdoors, like the acacia ones maybe, on their sides, and it'll look like orange blinds on there. Yeah, that might work. Okay, so I'm gonna work on that, and work on getting a little more clay. Let's see, do we have more bricks tucked away somewhere that I'm just somehow missing out on? I do have more bricks. Oh, thank goodness. That's a real lifesaver there. I hope nobody notices that these walls are still pristine. I might need to weather these up a bit. But right now, I just want to get my baseline wall in and see what happens. And like, just see what comes of it from there. Ooh, I might have filled in a bit too much. I did fill in 1 block too many. Haha, I don't have to get clay after all. Isn't that something? Alright, so now we just incorporate a little window in each side here. And we'll be good to go. Where are those brick stairs? How many of those do we have? We got brick stairs just lying around. We only got 9 of them, though. We have 16 brick walls, so I'm gonna see what I can do with those. Because I'm thinking, if we've got some sand, which we do, we shouldn't need more than 16. So we need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do a good old 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 4. 3. There we go. Perfect. And then while those are smelting, I'll go ahead and see what I can do about these stone walls. Because I'm thinking, to make these windows look a little more approachable, we do one of those, and then we have the window connect to it. I don't know if Minecraft will let that work or not, and I also don't know if it does work and they do like connect the way I'd want, if it'll actually, you know, be a decent option. No, where are my walls? There they are. And if it is a decent option, I'm gonna wanna do stairs on top, just so we get a vibe for how the stairs feel, and if they look fine up there also, then we'll use them up there. And then we'll have like a 2-block window in here, and it'll look like a nice little like indented thing. Don't mind that the indents are thicker here than they are here on this side, and the fact that you can't see the top indent on this side really. It's a little fishy, it's a little off kilter, but I kind of like it that way. I feel for it, you know. It feels nice to have it this way. I'm definitely gonna do some weathering up of these walls. I don't know how that's gonna go, but now that I've seen them fully in place next to the exterior walls that already have all that detail put in them, it's gotta happen, you know. It's like it just doesn't quite look right without it like that. Alright, so next thing's next. We're gonna go ahead and put these glass panes in and see how they go. Moment of truth. Ooh, that's not so hot. Oh, and it fixes itself. Okay, I thought it was just gonna be like that. Yeah, that looks nice. The window's a little out of its frame there, but like, that looks nice. That's a nice little detail. I feel like if it were 1 longer, that'd be nicer, but we just have 3 wides here. And if we were to go 4 wide, We have the resources, I guess, but like from the inside, it would continue it onto that wall, and I don't know how that would look. I guess the only way to find out is to try it, but if it looks bad, we're just gonna be sacrificing some of these panes. That feels so much more open already. Would you look at that? Yeah. That's good. That's good. I like that. We can do that. All right. Let's see here. All right, we got 2 more. Yeah, so we got just enough to try this idea out. Oh, I was grabbing my pickaxe is what it was. Right. I don't know how much... Again, like I said, I don't know how much we're gonna get done today. I'm gonna try to get as much of this knocked out as possible. Yeah, and that's gonna look really good for the office, too, to have, like, a nice little office through there. Speaking of things that look good, I'm gonna have to add that back into this room that I took out. We're gonna need doors for these. I want to use more open doors, so maybe the acacia ones are the way to go. I'm not quite sure. But a lot of acacia wood in this build that I wasn't anticipating, really, coming up. Zombie approach. Nice little horse friend. Oh my god, he dropped some iron. What are the drop rates on that, I wonder? Because, like, I've seen it happen before. Like, I know it's a possibility, but I'm not quite sure how rare that is. Let me take down one of these acacia trees and replant it. Because I'm running out of acacia trees. Me, in an acacia biome, running out of acacia trees. Can you believe it? Because I surely cannot. What do we got? 1 acacia sapling? That's just enough. Plant them back, and we will get on out of here. And we'll craft up a bunch of planks with it. Where the... Oh, there it is. It's in the top of my inventory. We'll craft up... Oh, no. Don't want to use those. We'll craft us up a bunch of these. Oh my god, you get 12 of them? Wouldn't you believe that's almost how many we'd need to do this anyway? Like, these don't connect or anything, do they? Oh, they do. They disconnect when they're folded down, though? Oh, that's so weird. So we can't use these here after all, huh? Oh, what a shame. What a shame that is, too, because I would have loved to include those on these windows here. Gosh, that felt like such a genius solution to my, like, blinds problem. It's fine. It's not like we could turn them sideways anyway. And we'll have them for later. It's only 6 wood down to make those, so... You know, worst case scenario, we just have a couple more. Acacia planks. We'll use those to make 3 doors. We won't even need all 3 of them. These will work, though, as our nice little, like, blinded doors. I think we put 1 here. How many of these stairs do we have? We have 1. If we had 2, I'd say we could put them above the doors, too, for a nice little hint of detail. But, yeah, and those look nice. Those are very open. That, you know, honestly, it keeps the space feeling like it's, like... You know, I was sort of fearful that, like, cutting these rooms off would immediately make this space just one big square and, like, not very interesting or compelling. But, like, I can already see that, like, with the windows and, like, the more open doors in the frames and a hint more detail, like, that this is already coming together to be as open as it was, almost. So, I don't know what we should work on next. But I do know one thing. I know I want to have, like, a catwalk over the top. I don't necessarily know what I want it to do, or if I want it to be, like, serviceable as anything. But, like, I do want a catwalk to happen in here. So we're gonna make an effort, and we're gonna see what we can do about getting the stuff for that catwalk. We could probably use those trapdoors for the catwalk if we wanted to, but... Let's try them out, because initially in my design, I used warped trapdoors, which look very similar to the acacia trapdoors, except they are in... Oh, it's in the first slot, even. They're in purple instead of in orange. But now that we've got these orange accents here and here, I feel like utilizing these is a solid alternative to actually, like, making the trip to the Nether and back just to have a little extra stuff. Let's see here. Let's see. Where are my sticks? I know I had a lot of sticks at some point. I'm not sure where they got off to, but I'm quite sure that I had a lot of them. I could drop these off real quick. I'm gonna need a lot more than 12 of these trapdoors if this works out. So I'll hold on to them, but like, it's not... Oh, I have 27 sticks on me right now. That's where all my sticks went. 3, 6, 9. 9 might do it. I'm not sure quite how high I want this thing to go. I'm thinking a few blocks in from the wall will have it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How high is that? That's a bit... That's like a block too high, I think. I think this is an alright height, but I feel like if we go one further down, it might... Actually, I think having the catwalk a little higher up will be fine. I'm not sure how I feel about it just yet, but we're gonna start placing these. Oh, I'd actually like it if these hinged bits were connected to the wall and not connected to this, but there's no way to turn them around, really, so we're gonna have to just work with this. Oop, 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 oop. That's not in the right spot. Let me just break that. Oh, I picked it up! I didn't figure I'd pick it up, honestly. We're gonna place as many of these as we can. Oh, well, that's as many of them as we can, I guess. And then we're gonna come down, and we're just gonna step back, and yeah, that looks fine! I was kind of frightful for a minute there that it was gonna turn out looking a little lackluster, if I'm honest. But that looks okay. That looks all right. That's fine. So we're gonna continue this catwalk across this back wall and then across one of these sub walls. I'm thinking this one, and it'll create some more of that, like a little bit of that asymmetry in this like very symmetrical, very like double-sided room, so that we don't have to worry about having things look too identical. Because I definitely want to fill each corner with something. So I don't want it to look so symmetrical, and then I'm putting stuff in the corners, and like stuff in the corners that's still like the same thing. So I'm gonna put barrels in each corner. And I might not even commit to that. I might put barrels in like a corner, because I doubt I'm gonna need like 10 barrels worth of space. But like I'm gonna need a room for expansion on this whole like barrel operation here. There we go. That's 12 more. And we're gonna need, I'd say, about 36 more. So we're gonna have to go chop some acacia wood and knock that around. And next, we're gonna need a lot of iron. So I'm thinking maybe a mining trip will be necessary, but we might save that until we're already planning a mining trip, because I don't want to commit to a mining trip and then spend hours upon hours in the caves tonight just to, you know, get a little bit of iron and then not actually get back to building this. So I want to see just how much of this build, like right now with the things that we have. I mean, obviously with some resource gathering, I'm not just gonna, you know, leave it open and go, it's fine, we'll go off and, you know, oh, well, we need one piece of wool. Too bad. We're not going to go run and get that wool right now because there's no reason to, because I said no resource gathering. No, we're not doing it that way quite. I want to do like a minimal amount of resource gathering. Like this is fine because I'm literally just stepping outside and chopping a few trees down. But I don't want to go thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks away just to run around and end up lost and, you know, have to make our way back, and whoops, there we go, we've hit the 2-hour mark and I don't really feel like keeping up with it anymore, you know. I don't want that to happen, and so to prevent that from happening, I'm gonna be a little more careful about how I spend my time. And I think these 18 acacia logs ought to do me what I need. But no, a lot of my time and resources are going into this space. So as soon as this like base of operations is put in place, we can actually like in earnest get to work on some farms and get things done there. Ooh, kind of Christmassy, those bells in this song. But we can kind of get to work there and see what happens. Acacia planks, 64 and a bit. We're probably not gonna use all of these even, but I'll try. I'll try. No one said I won't try. I should be breeding those cows too, and I'm simply not doing that right now. I could have waited until I got this in to do these windows, and that would have been a little easier on me, now that I realize. But hey, I wanted to go ahead and finish my exterior before I started on my interior. And I don't feel like that's ridiculous of me as a want, you know? And that's all 8 of those, and we're just gonna use these 64. I'm pretty confident with 64 then we won't run out. This is where it gets tricky, because we're gonna have to rely on placing them on each other to keep it even. So that nothing goes, so that nothing goes wrong. And we're gonna see what happens here. Once we get all these in, and see if 1.5 wide feels like enough. What I want to do, I'm not being very transparent, but what I want to do is I want to run iron bars along this exterior one, and then like hoist them up to the ceiling to connect. That just kind of whoop straight up every like 5, and then have lanterns sitting up here, and like lanterns sitting around on the floor and stuff, and on top of surfaces. You know, just like cool little like semi like. I want to feel like a squatter, or like someone who's just bought this and is renovating it. And now we get to do something very special. We get to move in. Oh, did he just drop an egg on me? While I was sleeping? What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. Leave. Go. That'd have been funny to spawn another chicken with that one. So what I want to do next is I want to get my bedroom moved in. But at the same time, I don't, because I want to get the items moved into the main room. We've got so much to do, so much to see. Let's see what we can do to crank out some things. First things first, though, I want to go breed those cows. Crops are coming in nicely. They're not quite ready to be harvested in total yet, but they're coming along. We're going to need to keep acquiring those for our little crop shop. See, look. By not killing the babies, we've left enough cattle that once they grew up, they're almost back to where we were again. I think this breed will be the last breeding I do. And then next time I breed them, I'll be able to thin the herd a little bit and see what happens. I'm thinking about this main room more and more. And my current thoughts include taking this big middle section that we have, this like massive like room for activities, and instead including it with a big elaborate machine, maybe like an auto smelter. Like I want to build an auto smelter in the center of the room and have like hoppers and chests running around and whatnot, and just have a smelter that just deposits like right here or something, you know, and then like, you know, it'll act as like, not only will it act as like my smelter where I can get everything smelted up as needed. I love hearing the clicks because it's almost like the floor creaking when I step on them. But that way it can act as like a centerpiece, and maybe I'll include some some campfires hidden in places so that smoke just kind of billows up out of this big, massive machine. And it'll be a nice, like, decorative piece of equipment. And I'll connect it up maybe to like a smokestacks up top. I don't know. There's a whole lot of ideas. There's a whole lot of ideas, and I'm gonna come up with more as we go. And I'm gonna have to workshop these in that in particular. I want to workshop in my build world just a little bit, just to see how that comes out. But first we should be making barrels. I want to craft some barrels. I want to get items moved. I want to make progress because we are 40 minutes into this stream, just about. And we've done a good bit of work, and I want to keep that pace flowing if possible. Okay, so barrels are like semi-slabbed, right? Barrel. How would you have me make that? With a few slabs, you got it. Okay. Slabs incoming, my boy. Let's cut those in half and those in half, and see how many barrels that gives us, because we're gonna need a lot for decorative purposes. Because I feel like, I mean, I would use chests, but like stacks of barrels seem, oh, not right there. Stacks of barrels seem more effective as far as like a resource goes. I think I'm gonna cheat it a little bit and kind of like build it out with dirt first, and then cover that dirt in barrels facing every odd direction. And that'll do, actually. That's as many barrels as I want. I don't want to cap it off with another one because I don't want it to look too much like a neat little pyramid. I want to have holes in these like stacks of barrels and like imperfections so that they don't come out absolutely perfect. In fact, I could probably take one off one of these sides here. This one, because this one's a little... Oh wait, because I'm gonna need... Yeah. I'm gonna need one to replace that. So we get to keep this barrel on the stack, but it can move here. And then, so that these two barrels aren't facing the same way. Why am I not using that for this? Oh, come on now. I guess I don't have to see the top to be able to use them. So, like, I guess I'll place it this way. No, I don't want two of them facing upright, though. I can make this one face... Oh, but if I make this one face this way, this one's also facing this way. Oh, woe is me, woe is me. Let's make this one face this way, too. Because if I make this one face this way, then when I do this, it'll look more drastic and different. And yeah, like a stack of barrels. There we go. And that'll probably be enough to move my stuff in already. Just as a little tester. I'm not 100% sure though. This isn't Nintendo music. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, no, this is a playlist of Nintendo music. This is Doki Doki Literature Club though. What are you doing here? It's like very surprising. I guess it's Nintendo adjacent. So, whatever. I'll live with that. That looks a little weirdly lopsided. I don't know. I feel like if we swap this side for that side, it'd be better. As in, like, have one poke out near the ladder and not near this. And then have one jutting out toward this ladder. That's better. That's much better. It still looks kind of off in one way or another, but I like it. I like how off it looks because that makes it, you know, a little lopsided and a little funny looking. And I can appreciate a little funny looking thing. So we got one in that corner. I'm thinking instead of putting one in every single corner, we take one and we put it in this opposite corner. And we call that done for barrels. So how many barrels is that stack? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 6. I'll say it's 6. I don't want to make too many barrels, so... But I want the other stack to be either smaller or larger, and I don't know. Why do I keep opening furnaces? So I guess that's usually where I put my crafting table? Do we have any slabs that we could use for this? Because I'd love to use up any existing slabs before I go crafting even more slabs that we might not even use. It doesn't look like we have any. Okay. Well, it was a good honest attempt at looking for them. 6. We're gonna make 6 more. And then we're gonna put them on top and bottom. I hope it's not wood specific. I know it's not, but like, because like, why would it be? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. And then we can have 6 barrels. And then I'm thinking, for this next stack, we go a little thinner and a little smaller. Like, maybe this. And then instead of having this one face outward too, what if we have this one face outward and this one face up and sort of break the status quo here and then have one that way? Oh, that way's taken. And then we can use a dirt block here. Oh, dirt block there. And have one that faces outward, just kind of out in the floor a little more. I don't know if I like those connected diagonally like that. We'll try like that. Because I think that might be too far out this way. So we'll try like this, actually. We'll save these two. It's not enough barrels for that to be a believable thing. Right there? How's that? Yeah, that's cool. That I could live with. I don't want them to connect to these walls. Yeah, that was my fear. So it's gonna have to go along this main wall instead if I want it out. Here. There are only so many ways you can place a barrel. So that'll have to do. And I want to leave, like, hey-oh. I want to leave, like, a little space for walking around what's going to be our centerpiece. Because I didn't have an idea up to today until I just, like, earlier today I was thinking on it. Thinking about, I wonder what I could do for this. And I just got this image of walking, like, around this space, you know? And being able to, like, encircle it. And, like, have a nice little, like, roundabout for navigation around some massive centerpiece, whether it be, like, a big pile of junk or, like, a massive machine that functions. I think that'd be nice. I want to make some, like, noisemakers into the machine, I think. That I'm not building today. The machine is going to have to be its own day. But we can at least get this place livable and worry about the machine at a later date. Now, this isn't, like, the mega base that you would see other streamers work on. But, like, I feel like it suits my content in that, like, it's kind of small and it works and it's nice, but it's not overstated. It's not overdone. I feel like it's just the right amount of stated and just the right amount of done. I feel like there's not much more I could do to make this, like, it's not the biggest, most impressive thing you've ever seen. And at the same time, it's not the worst thing you've ever seen. It's mediocre in its own way, I guess you could say. It's sort of mediocre, but like it's growing and it's got potential and it's a nice little flowy piece, you know. All right, so we're gonna come in here. Oh wait, no, we're gonna sleep first, and then we're gonna move items. We're gonna do we're gonna do the good old item shuffle and see what can be moved in immediately and what cannot. So foodstuffs I want to include in their own separate barrel. I'll put no, I don't think I want these in here. I think I want these in here is what I want. Yeah, that's nice. And then I'll put wheat in this top one because it feels like a full chest shouldn't be off on its own on the side. A full chest feels like it should be right here on the pile with other chests, you know? So I want to put food and farming materials in that one. So we're going to dig out all the stuff that I would consider food and farm material. Let's see. Apple. What else? Seeds. Cocoa beans. We're going to have a misc farming chest for most of this. Maybe seed chest would be best. Chest best? I guess we'll include cow product in there too. Just for the sake of including everything. And rotten flesh, why not? It's edible. Pumpkins, absolutely, absolutely. Saplings, we'll take those, we take those. And I think that's just about... Ooh, chorus flower. Don't want to forget about the chorus flower. That's going to be a very useful resource. What else we got? What else we got? Chorus fruit. Chorus fruit will come in handy. More apples. More apples. Yes, yes. Potions are consumables, so I'll include them in my misc food chest. Steaks that I need to keep on me, actually. What else we got? I think that does it for foodstuffs. So foodstuffs can go in here. So we got a wheat chest. We got our little spares chest here for crops that we don't have a lot of yet. I'll include chorus fruit in this because I doubt we're going to have a lot of chorus fruit even when I start farming it to spare. And then I'll also include sugarcane in this because we're going to be running through sugarcane, I believe. So that's a nicely put together chest. Honestly, now that it's full of stuff, I don't feel like it should be here. Yeah, alright. I can't fuss, I know, I can't fuss over what goes where forever, but, like, I can fuss over it for now. I don't think anybody's gonna stop me right now, though. So, you on the bottom. Weird that I have exactly 9 of those. Chorus fruit in the middle. And now, what else we got? Seeds and plantables can go in here. Seed, 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 seed. Saplings are a plantable. These are plantable. Seed. Something tells me I'm gonna have a lot of this seed. So I'll include it in its own row because it's gonna need it. We already have a ton. And then we'll include our miscellaneous food items and byproduct in here that we just don't quite have a spot for at the moment, but it needs to stay with the farm stuff. And that's that. That's that whole, like, corner. This corner is farm materials. That makes sense. That is something I can get behind. And then the rest of this is going to be everything else. Literally everything else will go over there. So let's see. First things first, I want my woods, because I know I've got a lot of wood. And I know I'm going to have a lot of wood in future. And I know I've got, like, a lot of wood byproduct that I'd consider stuff that, like, I might need at some point. Like, stuff that I wouldn't want to throw away. Because, like, an acacia door, I'm going to need another acacia door at some point. Let's be real. I've got a lot of builds in mind. I've got a lot of mind in builds. And so, like, I'm going to need those acacia doors at some point. An oak door, that'll get used. A shield, I think I'll include that in an equipment chest. Then we got plenty of stones. We got barrels that are left over. These extra trapdoors. These slabs that I didn't see in here. I would have used them for more barrels. Let's see. I think that's it in terms of wood items. Oh, sticks. More sticks. Gotta love a good stick. And that's it. Unless we have some up the hill. I didn't think about the chests up the hill. We'll get the chests up the hill by the quarry later, because those are going to have a lot of our stones and stuff like that. I just want to get these chests filled out first, you know? So for ease of access, I'll put wood stuff on the bottom. Let's see here. I don't know what order I want to put this stuff in, so we're going to... These are going to be singled out, so I'm going to have to include those at the bottom. And then here, no, we'll focus on putting our oak stuff in. Those are kind of oaky, but I wouldn't want to include them. And now we get acacia stuff. There, that's our woods chest. And stones. Stones. Stones are going to be a lot of what we have. Stone. Oh, we had glass in here, if I had only known. Stone. Terracotta, that's a stone. I count that. Stone, literally just stone. Stone bricks, stone, regular bricks I'd include in my stones. Stones. A lot of stone. Whole lot of cobblestone. Granite, that's a stone. Deep slate. It's more of a slate, but slate's a stone. Slates are stones. Stones all around. Brick wall. Let's see. Do I include purple as a stone? Stones is just, I guess I kind of have to, or if I don't want to, I can include it as like a miscellaneous building block. Because cobble might need its own chest, and if cobble needs its own chest, then the rest of the stones are going in with just miscellaneous building stuff. So we're gonna need like a tools chest. We're gonna need lots of stuff. Yeah, cobble's gonna need multiple of its own little section. Yeah, good on me for remembering to grab these. I'll have copper have its own one. Let's breed these cows up while we're on our way by. So we got the time, and they've got the energy to breed. So we're gonna go ahead and breed them up. And get those going so that we have fresh cattle for the harvest. Because I want to sell those steaks, and I want to get books going so that I can get bookshelves, so that I can get a farming so that I can get a librarian villager, so that I can get mending and other various books that I'd like for enchantments. I'm not even as fussed about enchantment table this time as I am, you know, other stuff. So cobblestone I want to include on these bottom racks, I think. Yeah, I think I'll include cobble as its own chest in these bottom racks. Don't worry, it'll fill up. And then we'll have building blocks. Various other stones, actually. Gravel, I don't think I should include gravel. Or dirt, because I'm including dirt and gravel in other things. And so I'm not going to be able to include them here because we're going to need a lot of room for dirt. Many a room for dirt. Dirt, building block, purple blocks. That's a shulker box. I don't need that. Lapis. I could probably dedicate a shulker box to holding my cobble and then keep that in my stones chest and then not have a problem. But that doesn't seem like the most effective way to go about that. I want to dye my shulker boxes, like, maybe brown, so that they match the barrels. Not sure. Sure, we'll move a lot of this cobble. Probably the rest of it. Oh, just short of moving the rest of it. Okay. That's a fine. Ooh, somebody's setting waypoints for desert. At some very distant coordinates. You couldn't really see them because my model's blocking them. But ooh, man, those are some. Though that's an out there desert, I'll tell you that much. What do we got? Cobble chest. Gonna need 2 barrels. But maybe, if I really tried, I could get all of this to fit. Oh, we got more cobble on us, huh? Do we have an empty one to throw it in? We do. I think this is what would be my misc chest, so I'm just gonna throw the misc stuff in there. Now everything, almost everything, has a place. In fact, I'm a little ashamed of working on the stuff on the hill. Because now that I think about it, keeping that quarry stuff in the quarry or near the quarry might be nice. Because I mean, the barrels are more for immediate items that I'm gonna need soon. And I don't see myself needing this much cobblestone in the near future. Now, will I actually need that much cobblestone in the near future? Maybe. There'll come a day where all this cobblestone has been used and been replenished with new cobble. Animals just keep falling in this pit. Next time I need an animal of any kind, I'm coming to this pit. Alright, so we'll have room for my tools chest and stuff. I think I'll put the tools chest or the tools barrel in the, let's sleep real quick. I think I'll put the tools barrel in my bedroom. Oh, big sips, big sips. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Cobble. Alright, more dirt. My empire of dirt. Have you seen that, by the way? Those, gimmick accounts on Twitter? Very specific ones doing this, mind you. Doing the thing where they're like, oh, you can buy this, or check out this cool meme shirt that we found. Isn't that neat? Or, like, they'll post it and they'll go, oh, what a neat shirt. And they'll post it up. And then under it, in the replies, they'll like sneakily just drop a little link to the chart and go, oh, look, we found the original. Which, if they did it once, I wouldn't say much. Whatever. Get your bag, however you gotta get it. But when you do it every day, just about, like, I'm not even exaggerating. I see posts about them, or at least I see posts relating to them once a day. And you know what? I think I'll use some of these chests in here. In this little bedroom. I want to include my bed in the corner. Yeah, I'm a corner bed kind of guy. How could you tell? Is it because I'm a rat man on the internet playing Minecraft? If so, how dare you? Because I greatly take offense to your assumptions of me being a corner bed guy. But you're not wrong, per se, to assume that I am a corner bed guy. Put a bunch of stuff along this wall. I don't want to put anything on this wall because of these walls here that connect. So I'm going to have to keep everything to this wall, and this wall. Which should be fine. We shouldn't run out of area. In theory, we should have all the area we need. Right here. Do we have room for another chest? No, we don't have another chest in our inventory. That's what the problem is. Let me grab another one of these bad boys. Let me grab everything out of it. Oh, we got seed. I missed out on seed. Do I have boots on? I do have boots on. Okay. And then we're going to take the chest that all that was stored within. I don't think we can carry everything that's in this chest, though. That's what we can do. We can take all these bows. We can take all these bows I've picked up from random skeletons. And we can just combine them into one perfectly good bow. Yeah, I'm glad that lined up with my crafting. I don't think it actually did that well, but we're not going to talk about it. So by my bed, I'm debating if I want this just to be a randoms chest or if I want this to be a valuables chest. I'm thinking a randoms chest because we've just got so much is the problem. There's just so much. And then I'll make this my valuables chest. And then we've got this whole wall for activities. Would you look at it? Isn't it spectacular? We got a nice little wall. It's not a flashy home. It's not a particularly luxurious place to live. No central heating. We gotta rely on the bricks to keep the cold in. But let me reset my spawn point, and it's home. It's my home. You know what? Yeah, it's my home. I'm willing to say that. So we got coal. Do we have our iron on us? We do not. Let me drop off all this random stuff. Not that seed. That seed comes with me. Bones. Let's see. Extra pickaxes, extra torches, flint, boots that I don't really need. We need to keep this stuff on us. I'll keep my clock on me. I like having a clock in my inventory. It's fun. It's a fun little thing just to have, just to look at in my hotbar every now and again. Heck, you know what? Where's that shield? Offhand. Offhand clock. We're walking around with a clock. Look at me. I'm clocked up. Yeah. And if I felt the slightest bit more confident in myself to not go off and completely lose my shit and die, I would definitely consider keeping that clock on me in my offhand. Sadly, the world just don't work like that. So we want coal, iron, gold, lapis, diamond, emeralds? I'll keep emeralds in my random chest. So, coal, iron, copper, gold, diamond, or no, coal, iron, copper, gold, lapis, diamond. I think that's right. I think that'll do. Worst case, we have to move the lapis. Whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. Alright, let's see. Let's see what sort of random junk we've got accumulating and clogging up this final chest here. Not a whole heck. Redstone is what I'm forgetting. We're not going to include copper in that chest then. I barely consider it a material, let alone a valuable. Redstone. Redstone is what comes before lapis. And we gotta fill in our iron section. Bada boom. I hate being this poor. I really do. I really, really do. Normally I'd just occupy one of the diamond slots with the emeralds like this, but I feel like once we start to get more emeralds, that's gonna stop being viable. There we go. Now we've only got a couple slots to fill on what goes in there. And there we go. Would you look at that? A cozy little place to sleep. To lay our head when night falls. I could be sneaky and put that back where it was. And then put another one over there. And have them be automatic. But I feel like for like guiding people through this area, it'd become a little tedious. But no, how does that look from here? That looks well populated from in here. That looks lived. And I don't know how I'm gonna manage to... Where's the other bird? We had a second bird, ladies and gentlemen. Where's it gone off to? It's not on my shoulder. Uh-oh. I don't want to alarm you, but I fear I may have gotten that bird killed. I fear I may have gotten one of the birds killed by leaving it out in the cold and the dead of night on the server alone without my defense. Yeah, these are going to start entity cramming soon. So it's probably best we don't do sweeping edge. Alright, we're going to have to do sweeping edge. Oh, I forgot some of these had flame on them. We're going to want to use these swords then. I'm trying so hard not to set the babies on fire. And instead focus up on one by getting crits. Because not only will crits help me, they also kill them faster. It'll save me the coal if I kill them with the flame sword. Death by flail. Knock out all these adults. See what happens then. We should have enough babies, even if I killed a couple, to sustain us and keep us rolling here without much issue. Because it's almost down. It's almost down. We've got one more cow. Oh, of course, they're all huddled up right here. No, 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 babies. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You will be staying in permanently. You are locked in, I'm afraid. None of them got out, did they? No? Okay. We should be on a different playlist now. Yeah, we're on Nintendo songs that revive your 2 brain cells. So hopefully that'll keep the mental energy just a-flowing around. And now we've almost got a stack of steaks. Isn't that a phrasing? A stack of steaks, a stack of steaks, a stack of steaks. And I keep eating through them instead of saving them for, you know, the shop that we're building to contain them. Hey, we're almost at a stack of leather also. So that's something. That truly is a thing. I'm procrastinating a little bit because I don't want to work on this office just yet. You see, the problem being that I don't know how I want to do this office. I don't know if I want... I think I want acacia chairs, but then what substance do I do the desk in? And if I want the desk in that, then what do I do for this? You know what I think would be charming? You know what I think would have a little bit of charm about it? Is if I went to my wood chest here and I took these barrels and I placed them in the corner like this. Yeah. Filing cabinet. just a filing cabinet. Yeah, that's a perfectly normal perfectly average filing cabinet. And then to add on to it, we get to sleep our first night in our new bed. Or I guess not our new bed, but like our bed in a new place. It's only like 20 feet away from where it was before. It's brand new. So we are gonna grab some sticks and some of that leather that we placed away and make ourselves a bunch of item frames. Oh, I almost didn't catch that one. I was trying to mute before I sneezed. And I caught it. I caught it. Just barely, it seems. Just barely I managed to catch that one. Hello, welcome in. We're working on things today. Alright. I should probably put a crafting table in here somewhere, just so that I don't have to keep coming back to this bedroom to craft things. Welcome in. But I don't know... Ooh, it's only enough sticks for one. Ah, jeez. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Wood chest is right here. Can always just grab another one. We need 8 for these, right? So 2 more ought to do. Yeah, because we gotta surround the thing. Right. Ooh, yeah, things. Things are being worked on. We're working on base interior today. So I had this big open warehouse thing that I wanted to, what am I in this chest for? That I wanted to furnish up and make a little nice, like, base of operations in. And I've finally gotten a spare moment. To work on this a little more. And so, right now, I'm trying to stick with sort of like a rustic, rundown vibe about it. Just, you know, something you'd see on the outskirts of town that, you know, nobody's laid eyes upon in years with the earnest thought of putting it together. And I'm trying my hardest to make a filing cabinet out of a couple barrels and some item frames. If you could believe that. These'll work for stone buttons, right? Right? No, I couldn't be so lucky. I want to try stone buttons and see if that works. Where's my miscellaneous stones chest? Ah, right here. 2 of these in here, 2 of these. And then we'll see. I think putting them in the item frame will make them smaller. So we might have to... That looks ridiculous. Alright, pop them out. And then we'll... Oh, I can't place it here because of this. We'll scoop that little decorative bit out. And place. Oh, I thought that was the Among Us music for a moment. Like, just for a second, it struck me. That looks decent. Is it still... Okay, gotta be careful. Gotta be a little careful. But I think that works. So, I'm making this little office for, you know, in the event that, you know, I fancy myself a bit of a businessman. In the event that I need to practice the art of the deal on my fellow server member, I would like to have a little space in which to do so. Okay, let's find a new place for this little thing here. I could be using them for the doors, but that feels wrong. I placed these initially as like floor, like to make the floor more uneven looking. And I'm working on that. But like, I placed them initially with the idea that yes, these are gonna have to move. They're gonna have to go places. Alright, acacia wood. Acacia wood. So, how are things? Wagon, how goes it? Ooh, we've already got a bunch of acacia stairs to work with, and these trap doors, it's like it was fate. So, does this block have a 1-block center? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does not. I'm gonna have to be off kilter. I think it being off center adds a little character though, so I don't mind so much. Come on, give me that back. I gotta make a new axe. Desperately trying to get more talkative at these streams. Oh, nope, that is not the right block. Not trying to build a couch for myself. Although on the other side, that doesn't strike me as a bad idea. So I'll be able to sit right here, have myself a little seat, and have a little discussion about things. There we go. And then from here, I want to branch out and have one here and one here. Kind of staggered. What if I extended that into a couch? Would that work? I think that works. I don't see why not. Yeah. I'm thinking the couch of luxury would work out here. That's a little too close to the door. Yeah, I think 3 blocks would be quite enough. Because then, like, if I do the whole 2-chair thing, right? You ever walk into somebody's office, whether it be like an employer or like a doctor's office, and they have a chair, they have like 2 chairs on either side, and you're like, which one do I sit down in? And especially if you're coming in from this side, at least if you're coming in from like the back and there are 2 chairs, it's like, oh, I'll just sit in the one closer to me and make this awkward situation in my head less awkward, even though the person on the other side of the desk is definitely not thinking about that in the slightest. But, you know, if you're coming in from this side, it's like, I guess this one is closer, yeah, but like you're not having that from the back perspective on the room. And it's kind of like, you know, where do you sit? Where do you sit, really, if you have the option of left chair or right chair? And so I feel like cutting the middleman out and getting a couch solves that problem. So that, like, you know, the 2 chairs thing is nice when you have 2 people coming in. Then 2 people can come and they can sit and they can speak with you and then they can leave. But, like, if you've got one person, it's like, oh, do they sit on the left? Do they sit on the right? No matter which side they sit on, you're going to be off center from them. And you're going to have to be, like, talking at them at an angle. And that feels sort of off kilter and sort of shady. Which, you know, is sort of my MO with this particular build. But, you know, if they're able to sit on a couch with one person, the awkwardness is gone. You can sit straight across from the intimidating bastard on the other side of the desk, and he can have a good look into your soul, you know? While you're over here fidgeting around on the couch and not sure what to do with your hands, they can have a good old gaze into the void that is your brain. And then if you have multiple people, if you have 2 people, it works flawlessly. If you have 3 people, it's a little crammed, but at least you have a functioning solution outside of, oh, there are 2 chairs and now the third guy just kind of has to stand there, you know? Just like standing about, not really doing much. So, I need an accenting desk, I think. A nice stone desk could look cool. Maybe in like a granite, like a polished granite or something. But I'm thinking we keep the wood. I really feel like the wood is worth keeping. I could do it as like a series of lecterns, but that also feels wrong. I'll see what I've got in the wood chest, because we've got a bunch of oak, but oak is already the floor is the thing that's throwing me. So I don't want to have a desk that matches the floor, and I don't want to have one that... I'm not sure about birch. I'd be willing to try birch. I'd be willing to throw a stab at it, I think. It couldn't hurt to try. Worst case, I've gone out and gotten a new wood. You know? Brand new wood. Brand new meat, you might say. So let's venture a little bit, shall we? We've been all cooped up in this building for just about the entire stream. Let's go on ourselves a little quest out west and see what there is to be seen and see... Ooh, those crops are ripe for the picking as soon as I get back, huh? Alright, that'll be nice. Let's see if we can find ourselves some birch trees already located. Are there some up here? There are a couple up here, yeah. Sweet. Minimal effort required. Not really a huge, intense journey across the land to find, like, a couple trees. But still enough to get us out and about and see a little bit of the landscape a little more. Because I really want to knock this build out and get it livable today. Because, like, it's already in a spot where I could move in today if I really wanted to. But I want to get this office spot done, too. So I'm not really thinking about that as much. And then the only thing I have to focus on is the building. Did I pick up any saplings from that? Not one sapling. Okay, there we go. Now I've got one. We'll take this with us, and we'll plant ourselves a birch tree up on our little hill. where the rest of our trees are planted. Take that away, take that in, put it there, right in the middle of all those oak trees. Oh, 360, did you see that? Amazing, amazing, amazing. You love to see it. All right, let's keep this majesty going. Across the base here. And let's make a bunch of these into a bunch of those. And a couple of these even. Ooh, 8 of them? 8 of them's a bit many. I'm not sure we'd use 8, but I could try. Let's go ahead and get a nap in. Let's have ourselves a sleep, you know? Keep our fellow server mates safe from the beasts that lie within the shadows, you know? Have a good old romp around and see what's popping. All right. Now we just... So the question is, do I put it up against the chair, or do I give us both a little gap room? And right, I need a block on which that will rest. That's centered on my chair. No. Those will not work that way. I'm gonna need to place a full block down, please. Schmank you. And then that should create a nice curve over here for the desk. Is this desk off center? It just looks off center because of the siding. Okay, I want to add a couple more things to this section of wall here. Maybe something right along this block, or these 2 blocks, or maybe even these 3. Maybe I have a back desk of some kind. Yeah, I'd be down to include like a little back desk here. It's the same size, just off by 1, you know? Just a little something. Just a little something to keep the eye entertained from the other side of the desk. And then here I want to put maybe like a potted plant or 2. I'd need more clay for that, but I could put a potted plant up there and maybe like have an item frame with maybe like a piece of paper in one of these. Little potted plant, or a plant pot here or something to serve as like a little can cup, or not a can cup, but a cup for pens, pencil cup. That's what you call it. Don't know why I got so tripped up about that in particular. It looks a little bland from this side. If I were to open this up and have it just be whoop whoop whoop, and have the desk have like a swoop, I think that could work. I think that could work if I had it slabbed, you know? That already feels leagues better. So let's see what we can do about making ourselves a little slab to go across here. And don't you go worrying, we'll definitely make good use of the rest of these slabs at a future date. So, over here, I'm thinking. I'm having myself a thunk, trying to figure out what I want to put on the desk. Because I need some greenery in here. So, like, a plant of some kind is definitely going there. Maybe like a sapling in a plant pot. But from sitting here, it looks nice already. You can't really... I thought having the chair and then the desk right behind it would be a problem, but like it doesn't strike me as an issue. Let's sit in the chair and see how things look then. Let me take my armor off. That way you can get a good read on my little rat face in the chair. Get rid of this too. Yeah, no, I think this looks looks fine. I think this looks perfectly okay. I need to fill out these surfaces, which we had already decided. Maybe I'll put a painting of some kind back there. I haven't made a painting in years for like an actual build. I'll make a couple paintings. I've got the resources to go out and shear myself a sheep and get to work on a painting. Paint it up, I guess. All right, this, and a pair of shears. And we will climb ourselves on out that door and see where the sheep are lying. I think they'd be in this little dip of a hole down here. Because they can't quite figure out if you just come to this end. All the animals trapped down here, that is. They can't quite seem to figure that if you just... Let me out, 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 out. I want nothing to do with that guy. They can't quite seem to figure out that you can just whoop right on over that. It's a little beyond the scope of Minecraft's mobs. How many wool did that give us? 1 wool? What a stingy sheep. What an absolute stinker. How could he do that to me? I can't believe it. There's another one over here. Hopefully he'll be a little kinder to us. Whoop. 2? 2, that's better. That's better. Considering that I only need 1 sheep per painting, or 1 wool per painting, this'll do. I can work with this. Gosh, my nose has been like vaguely stuffy, and I haven't had the time to like sit and do anything about it. I'll do something about it during the BRB, and then the next segment, House Flipper, by the way, will be a little better for me having committed to doing something. Also, let me take a quick sip. I could feel my voice drying out over the course of the last couple minutes here. And I need to place my armor back on. Good grief, he's naked. Alright, we need 16 more of these. Or 12 more of these, and then that'll make 16. Because 16 is how many we need total. We'll make 2 paintings. And those 2 paintings ought to be enough. Let's see, because I want to put one on this back wall. Because this back wall's looking awful plain. But I also want to put one here. Oh my god, Kung Fu painting. Kung Fu painting is so big. Oh, it really wants to go for the Kung Fu one there. Will it go for something singular here? My goodness! Do these connect to paintings? No. But, jeez, is that a painting and a half? It seems pretty insistent on a four block painting there. Stop making such a big painting. There we go. I'd like this one to be a little higher. Ooh, the wither painting. Very spooky theming here. I like it. I dig it. And then over here is where we'll put our potted plant on this block. Yeah. All right, time to go out, get ourselves a little bit of clay. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. And then once we have our clay, we'll be right as rain to make ourselves some clay pots and use them for decoration. I don't know, I really enjoy this aspect of base building once all, like, the tedious block placing is done. Not to say I don't enjoy, like, placing down the foundations. I really like putting together the foundations, and I really like formulating the broad ideas some days. And then some days I just get this itch. Like, I've gotta do interior work today. Today is the day that I sit down and I get some interiors done. Because I deserve it, you know? Because, like, I deserve it. I'll feel better once it's done. My base will look better once it's done. I don't know how many of these we need for a pot. We're just gonna get as many as we can. Up, 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 up. Let's get ourselves healed here. And we'll see what we can do. You know, I don't want to say it for the sake of jinxing myself, but with all the issues I've been having with streams lately, I feel very tranquil, and I feel very in my element now that, like, the connectivity issues are put to the back of my mind a little bit. Not saying, oh, it's perfect and it'll never happen again, you know? Oh, look, the rest of our sugarcane grew. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, and very much not, by, like, a long shot saying that. But... because that if you're ever asking to be jinxed, that's how it happens. Like, if you ever wanted a curse to befall you and, like, have all of your, like, streams ruined for the rest of time, yeah, that might be the phrasing I'd use. But I'm not such a big fan of that idea. How do I make a clay pot? Pot. Flower pot. Hot pot. Woo! I caught that sneeze. Pot. Oh my gosh, another one. That one really snuck up on me. I'm surprised. If I wasn't like, if I wasn't already like so ready to hit the mic thing again. Oh, you do it with bricks. Great. We'll take some of this coal. We shouldn't need more than a couple pieces, honestly, to get 3 bricks out of this. Let's go ahead and see how many we can get out of just 2 pieces of coal. And then we'll have that decorated, and that'll be a nice little area on which to be. One, a 2. I need to grab the sapling I want to use. Oh, there goes Carlo. Heading right out. I should really double check with people what they're okay being called on the server, now that I think of it out loud. Oh, no, my saplings would be with my farm stuff. Oh, plantables. I'll put an acacia sapling in there, sure. Acacia's an alright wood. And take a little nap. But I should really double check with people what they're okay being called by me. Because I know different people, different rules, of course. But, like, in that, like, you know, I don't know, because other people in the server call them Carlo, but I don't know if they're okay with me calling them Carlo. Or, like, if they prefer Carlos, or... Because it's like... Oh, no, I thought there was an S there in their username. I guess not. I'm thinking of... Because it's Carlo Bears, and so I'm thinking of Carlos Bear for whatever reason. You know, you could tell me that's a baseball player, and I'd believe it. Carlos Bear? That sounds like a baseball player. He sounds like a nice... He sounds like he's got a hell of a pitching arm on him. Carlos Bear. What a guy. Amazing. Some of the Major League's best in 1977. I don't know, I've just had baseball on the mind lately. Don't know what that's about. That's green enough. What else can we put in one of these? Do you have any cactus? A cactus is a nice thing to put in there. A sugar cane would also make a really nice piece. Can you put... No? Okay. I don't know why I thought you could. But I had this image of a sugar cane in a potted plant, and I was like, yes, that'd work. Or in a plant pot, I guess. It's an awfully hot plant pot. I guess I could go out of my way and cut down a oak tree. Or an oak tree, I guess. And get a sapling, get a little sappy doodle off of that. Hit Minecraft content creator Sapnap in my hands right now. Wow, can you believe it? Oh, that's so much bigger than that one. I think I want to swap them around. Because that just looks funny. Alright, where'd my pot go? There it is. There's my flower pot. I suppose I'll break this one too. And give me a sapling to boink in there. And then I'll boink a new sapling in here. That one's a little smaller. There we go. This is a nice looking office. I dig it. I can get behind this. Yeah, perfect. All right. So, what do you say we take a small break? Oh, I want to move this too. What do you say we take a little bit of a break from renovating houses to go and renovate some houses? And by that, I mean we're gonna play some House Flipper next on stream. So I'm gonna head over to the BRB, and we're gonna call this Dunzo for now. We've made an immense amount of progress. We got our office done. We got our bedroom sectioned off and done, both sections. We got this top catwalk started. We just don't have, I don't have the iron to feel comfortable spending all that iron on iron bars. to get that started just yet, but it's coming along. The base structure is there, the space is filled, so that's really what matters to me. But no, we've got it walled off. It feels open, it feels airy still, without feeling, you know, it still feels like closed and stuffy, but without feeling too closed and stuff. Like, it's still got that open feel about it while still feeling kind of run down and cheap and, like, I don't want to say abandoned, because I still want it to look like it's occupied and taken care of, but obviously when bricks are chipping out of the walls and you've got, like, floor that's just, like, falling apart at the planks and just being ripped up, there's only so much you could do, you know? So, like, I want this to look lived in, but I don't want, like, cobwebs in the corners and vines hanging off the building, you know? I want it to look nice without being too over the top. And so I feel like it's appropriate for us to end this little stream in our new bedroom. So, let's head over to the BRB. I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, and other various folk, in a moment. I'm going to run an ad real quick. If you don't want to see the ad, there's that little subscribe button. If you wanted to hit that, if you want to see more Minecraft content, you can hit that follow button. I'll definitely be streaming Minecraft again, probably on Monday, actually. Very next stream, huh? So, that's my little plug right here. I'm going to go ahead and disappear. I'm going to run an ad. I'm going to get everything swapped over. I'll be back in 2 shakes. 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Right back.